I'm live. Well, this is just a test. I finally decided to set my phone up for this. I don't know if it's working or not, but I guess I can go over here and see if it shows anything. I can't tell on my channel if it's doing anything or not. Maybe if I switch accounts and go back over here, I'll be able to tell. It looks like I am live and testing. I am live and testing. I am live and I guess I'll have to get someplace to mount this. I guess I'll have to get someplace to mount this. I got a bit of an echo, so I'll turn my main speakers off. Yeah, I already know I can go live through the computer in a couple different ways, but I've never really messed with this because we always had Bamboozer. Oh, got visitors. Shouldn't y'all be asleep? Didn't I see you all on there last night, all night? Had this iPhone for months. We replaced it when we got uh, mugged in downtown. And I never set it up for anything. I just been sitting here mostly using it as a damn phone. Hi from Sweden. Sounds and looks good. Cool. I need to find someplace to sit this. Maybe if I sit it right there and put that right there. Oh, that's not working. I need something else. Got all kinds of stuff around here and can't find what I really want, but that'll work for now. Now, while I'm here and we got people on, I might as well talk about something. It's hot in here, hot, hot, hot. I'm going to turn the heater down in my office here. Remote control heater. Ah, there it goes. This slipped. Maybe this right here. Rearrange this. All right, now that I sat it down, is the audio okay? Yeah, mounting stand from Amazon. I'm going to get one. I think I'm also going to get one for my harness and put this on there instead of my GoPro. I don't know exactly how things are going to work out with live streaming pretty soon, but we do have something in the works behind the scene, and it's not me, so I can't really update anybody on it. I just know that there's something there that somebody's working on, and I know who it is. But maybe that'll work out. Sounds good still. Good, good, good. Because I do have my headset I can put on with it, but I don't really like wearing a headset. Good stream for me. Well, I hope so. This thing's hooked up to Wi-Fi here, and I got some really good internet. It blows people's mind when I show them how fast the uploads and the downloads are. But We don't worry about that right now. And last year, early last year, I guess it was, I went out and spent way too much money on a desktop computer, and it's a gaming computer, but I didn't buy it for gaming. Bought it for being able to edit videos quickly, and it's got 2 hard drives in it, and man, I can download and upload and watch a couple of different live, live streams or whatever, and the fans don't even crank up. It just sits there and hums along quietly. But I've never pushed it real hard either. I know some of the games can push them pretty hard, but I don't really play games. I just got it for being able to do the stuff we do for auditing mainly. When is Bambuser going down? I think sometime in January it's going down. Womp said January 22nd. Hope I did say that right, Womps. I guess it depends on whether you're from the north or south, how you pronounce that one. But then there's a lot of them like that. Let's see, what is your opinion on flat earth theory? Yeah, I'm kind of flat on the subject. All right. I said it right. I thought about going live stream last night. And you noticed that, anyway, I was too tired. I fell asleep. You noticed I'm on the PNP News in Depth for, if I comment, I'm on the in-depth one. But I'm live streaming to PNP News. And for those of y'all that don't know what the in-depth is, that's where I usually put the longer videos. I'll put a short clip on PNP News, and then I'll put the long videos up. But people are starting to tell me, go ahead and put the long ones up. But when I first got started, I noticed people didn't like it, and I was losing people because they didn't like the long videos. So I started dividing them. But I guess now that I'm more known and everybody knows knows more about me, they're willing to accept the longer videos. Yeah, everybody was live last night. I was up almost all night. I took a nap for about 3 hours. Time to stand. Good morning. I see you noticed that I got put you in as a moderator. I meant to do it the other day, but that live show that we did for the NAIR, I just put our officers in there. But I meant to come back the next day and add you in because I knew I was going to start testing on the live here with this. So, Wicked Twin 2, Constitutional Corner is live. Again, she was live earlier this morning. Yeah, she came down here and spent a couple of days and worked with us for a while and stayed here for a couple of days, and we had some good audits. This is Mrs. T and meant time to stand. Hello. I thought it would be too early for him after being up all night. Southside Slacker, hey, long time no see. Early bird. Any work today, or are you off today, Slacker? Yeah, for you all are probably all familiar with Slacker, but he came along just not too long after I got started, and I watched his first video, and next thing you know, we're all getting together, the whole what we call SCAT. And some of y'all know what SCAT is, and some of y'all don't. It's South Central Auditors of Texas. And anyhow, Josh Haynes, $10. Thank you, buddy. Josh strikes again. Mike is the shit. He don't play. No, he doesn't. He, he tells him exactly how he feels, and we know what word that is. And I know I'm on the screen. My screen is down here, but I'm looking up here at the chat, so I know I'm not looking at the screen, but I mean the camera. But what the hell? Y'all don't care, I don't think. Let's see here. What can we talk about today? Anybody got any questions that I can answer? Make sure they're ones I can answer. Aussie off grid. Hello, Aussie off grid. Didn't I see you on one of the live chats last night? I mean, the live events last night. Who case open cases? I don't know. Not sure quite what you're asking. Another lawsuit, local PD. Any advice? No, I am not the one to give the advice. That's why I surrounded myself with people that knew a lot of things that I don't know. And when I read law stuff, I all I hear is blah 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 blah. I read it over and over again, and I pick up on it, but I don't give advice on law stuff too much, especially not on a open thing. If I'm just sitting back talking with somebody, I'll tell them my opinion, but I'll remind them that they need to go check and find out for themselves, because I definitely am not a lawyer. Let's see, Womp's expecting an air website opening. I hope it's done next month. We'll see. We all got together and got things kind of. I already had one, but I don't like it, and I've built many websites, but I'm getting away from it. I am canceling them all. I'm canceling my server. The only website I'm going to keep is the Nair website, and that's it. But I'm going to get somebody else to build it, and I'm going to look for people to run it, and I'm going to back away from that stuff because I am sick and tired of it after 8 years of fooling with it. PMP, thank you for making TTS my... He doesn't know it yet. You're welcome. And I can't keep up with all the comments, but I'll get to the ones I can. Spend your time, pay attention, become invested. Yeah. This is TTS telling them to sort a Christmas. Oh, let's see here. Marty, I got heart problems too, but luckily not bad. They run in the family. My grandfather died really early, and luckily my father's still alive, but he's had 3 heart attacks. So I'm pretty sure it's coming for me, and the doctor already said that I have a very small blockage, but they don't want to do anything about it because it's in a place that's not real important, and they don't want to go in, and it's really too small a vein to Roto-Rooter. They could and put a stent in there, but it's such a small vein, they're afraid that they'd have to go back in every couple of years and redo it, and they don't want to put me through that. When it becomes a problem, then they'll work on it. Let's see here. Probably giving out more information, private information, but you know, I kind of like sharing some of the private stuff with y'all, because we are kind of family. I know a lot of us haven't ever even seen each other except for on the screen. Maybe some of y'all we've never even seen, because y'all are just come by and visit and comment and support us from behind the scenes. And there's a lot of people out there that are big supporters, and some of it's just watching and commenting and sticking with us, and others are behind the scenes actually doing work to help us. And I always like to thank all of them. There was like 20 people they got together to help us put an air together for uh, trying to go through the thought process of what to do, when to do it, how to do it, where we want to go with it. Uh, we got a lot of good people that got their input in there, and it's a work in progress, and it's taken a while. But you've seen some other organizations fall apart, and we want to make sure that that doesn't happen. If it does start to have problems, we want to make sure that there's a way to proceed with the other members that are president, vice president, etc., and on the board, where there's a chain of command that can be switched to other people. For lack of a better word, ownership of it is easily transferred to other people. I don't know if ownership is the right word, but that's the word I'm going to use for now, because, like I said, lack of a better one. Yeah, Marty was saying, don't ignore the signs of the heart problems. Yeah. Well, after seeing what my dad's gone through, uh, yeah, I hope I never get complacent in that, and get things when they first start happening or ahead of time, so it can be taken care of much easier. I hate the hospital, and I do not want to spend any time in there that I don't have to. But Tusai is okay. He is in contact with us all the time. We have a chat open on the phone with him, and he jumps in almost every day. He's working hard, taking care of things. Uh, he's not gone, but and you probably see him off and on from time to time, but I couldn't tell you when or how often. But he's still there, and he's still doing things. He's got a case coming up. He just filed on. I'll let him explain that to y'all when he feels like it. Hey, y'all think y'all guys can hang on for just a minute and let me get a cup of coffee? I will be right back. I wasn't thinking about this a minute ago. All right, I'm back. Yeah, Mrs. TTS. When Richard wakes up, tell him he missed me. He missed my live. I might go again live tonight. I got something I'm working on, and I don't know if it's going to work out tonight. But if I can put it together, it's going to be a surprise for somebody, and so we'll see. Ah, he's awake. Time to stand. I'm awake. So you switched with Mrs. TTS, huh? Kicked her out of here. Marty, I need to warm my coffee too. Good morning. Good morning. I should have put something less warm and didn't show my chest so much. Well, Team Logan, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Picture or something. I have my suspicions of what it is, but I'm not going to even bother to say it, so I'll move on. Let's see. You can't kick me out. Yeah, I've got the vapes right here, and I need to get some new. Oh, it's right there. I need to get some new juice, and I know I need to stop smoking. I just can't seem to. I can't seem to get away from it. I can get away from it for a couple months, and then I'm back on it again. Let's see, a little Irish whiskey, coffee. I joke around about having moonshine here and uh, this tequila 1800 silver. I don't drink hardly ever, and that's usually just a. I'll go down to the local bar and visit for a little bit, have a couple of beers and maybe a shot, but that may be once every 6 months, and sometimes I'll go once a month for a little while, and then it'll be another 6 months before I go again. Time to stand. I'm drinking now. What are you drinking? Coffee? Let's see, Marty. So, how much money should I donate? How will it help? Well, the donations are up to you. Whatever you want to donate. The money is going to go to uh, paying for the website hosting. It'll go to some of the legal things we got to do to get NAIR registered properly. Uh, that's going to cost a couple $100 in itself. Uh, but it'll all go to NAIR to get the legal things done. And then once we get all that done, then we're going to start putting the fund together to start going after some of these corrupt people that we audit and push them even further. One of my pet peeves is people being detained without RIS, and we want to push that. Uh, and right now, I'm not going to say we want to push that as a official NAIR thing, but that's one of the things I want to push for. And in the Fifth District Court, we got Turner versus Driver, and it pretty much put the police on notice that we can have their immunity stripped from them for doing a lot of the shit that they do. So there's some cases out there that are already there that could be put back through the courts and tested to see if the Fifth District Court is serious about what they said, or if the courts in general are serious about listening to what the district court said. Uh, so we want to do a bunch of that. We'll see. I mean, but like I said, everybody that is in there is volunteers. Nobody gets any money. Uh, there's some other things that we have in mind, but I don't want to go too in depth because since we haven't actually officially said, okay, this is what we're going to do, and this is when we're going to do it, and this was how we're going to do it. We're working on the guidelines to finalize those. We're working on mission statement. We have the mission statement, but we're doing a video, and we'll release that when we're ready. Uh, and then we're working on the bylaws. And the bylaws are going to be kind of tricky. Uh, I guess they're supposed to be kind of worded with some legal authority, legalese. I don't know much about bylaws. I've read a few, you know. So I'm going to listen to the advice and learn from some people that are much better at it than me, and then we're going to go through that. But I don't know how much we're going to get done before Christmas. I mean, we got everybody's got a lot of stuff going on now, so when you got all volunteers, you can't ask for a whole lot. You just do the best you can and work through it. Current topic, equal there, yeah. And not the hair removal. Slacker. I think Slacker's been out again recently. Y'all haven't seen videos, but I could be wrong. Gary with News UK, only a week away. How familiar are you with Governor Rick Snyder? I've heard a little bit of, here and there, but I haven't really kept up with him. Someone was telling me about him the other night, but we didn't spend much time on it. Oh, will we be in Texas in April? Oh, we will be in Texas in April. With team up with News Now Houston. Maybe that'll work out. Working towards Coronado. Slacker, love your style, brother. Cameraman is talking to Slacker. Yep. He'll give them what's worth, what for. That's for dang sure. You know, I'm not much of a cusser by nature, but those guys can really piss me off and make me want to cuss. I am near San Antonio, closer to Randolph Air Force Base, which is east of San Antonio, kind of northeast. You know, this was supposed to be a test. I don't know how long we've been on now, but it turned into more than a test. I really wasn't expecting anybody to join in this early after everybody up so dang late last night and this morning. Really, Southside is one of the nicest guys you'll meet. Uh, I'm not going to say I love him, but man, I love being around him. When we're out auditing, I love having him there. And I consider him a friend, a very good friend. And I think he does me as well. Link her to it. Oh, of Snyder. Okay. Hello, Chris from Canada. You know what I ought to do? Maybe I ought to start getting some live things going with my Zoom and have 2 or 3 uh, auditors visit at a time. And we go back and forth and y'all ask questions and we just talk shit. The Zoom thing is real easy to set up. There's a question here. Don't they do auditing in Canada? I have seen a couple things come out of Canada, and I've seen some come out of the UK area and a few other places, but not a lot. But it seems to be catching on here big time. For those of you familiar with my channel, you see all the new auditors that are coming up and coming out. So I don't know how many more there are, but it seems like 1 or 2 a week are coming out, and over the next year, that's gonna, if even just a good percentage of them hang in there, we're gonna have a bunch of good people out there. Some of them are already pretty good, and others are gonna learn and get better and more confident. And those first couple of times are not easy for a lot of people. It wasn't for me, and I know the story behind a couple of very popular large auditor channels and auditors, and I know their stories of their first time out, and they were nervous as hell, and so was I. And a lot of these, there's people that comment, especially on the new guys, and they're commenting, and I think they're being way too hard on some of these guys. This is not easy. You get out there and you're nervous, and you got assholes with guns, and they can screw your life up. They can put you in jail, and we all know that going in. But that doesn't mean it's easy to do. Once you've done a few, and it even helps more when you've got other people around you that are watching your back. That helps. But when you're out there by yourself, that's even worse. I know some people are used to that kind of pressure, like Texas Sheepdog. It doesn't faze him. It doesn't faze him a bit. I don't think it ever did since he started. He had a lot of things that in the past that kind of trained him for all that. So, but others like me and a few of the others, it's not easy. And then these people come in and comment. And I know some of them are just trolls being jerks, but I think some of the other ones are really want to see us succeed. But man, they are just kind of nasty about it. I wish they would just stop doing that and show support for these people to help them get through those first few times, while they're learning and calming down. And even some people, and I personally am one of them, and I know several others, that the reason we started because we were so damn mad at the shit that happened to us or happened to family or both, and we just couldn't help ourselves. It was time to take a stand. And you go out there and you're mad, and you need to control that, because you're trying to come off. If you get mad, you can't think, and you make mistakes. But that anger makes it's really easy for that to come out, and come out as mistakes, or come out as cussing, or just come out as sounding like a jerk, even though you're not trying to be. And you put adrenaline together with being mad, being nervous, it can mess you up. I just hope some of those ones that maybe see this will think about that and show more support and understanding than being so rude. Let's see here. A lot does go into the videos, especially for those that maybe have an older computer, and you have to learn editing on top of it. You've never done it before. A lot of the older computers take forever to work with, and when you make mistakes, you got to go back, and it takes some time, and it can get to be a pain in the butt. And that's why I invested last year in a nice computer, and I got a nice setup, and I already have good internet here. So I'm kind of past that, but it's still a lot of work to it. Shadow Cam, hey, you're welcome. That's part of what I'm here for. And that's part of what we're trying to organize too, is help, support in as many different ways as we can. A 3-minute video renting trout. Yeah, mine was pretty slow. Not quite that slow, my old one, but it took forever. And this one, I can grab a video, download it, an hour video in a minute. You know, uploads and downloads on videos are just, I mean, just nothing hardly. Monkey 83. Hello, good morning. Keep up the good work. Shadow Cam, Wisconsin. Danny Boy. Johnny. Got lots of people in here today. Everybody's starting to wake up, I think, because it was easier to keep up with the chat while ago. Now it's getting to go by pretty quick. How do you mirror videos? There's some apps. If you go to, this is how I do it. There's other ways, but this is how I do it. If you go download Firefox, there's an app in there for downloading. And I can't think of the name of it right now, but you can go into the apps for Mozilla Firefox and just type in downloaded video from YouTube, and you'll find it. I think there might be more than one, but it works great. There's also some websites out there, but if you go to YouTube and do a search for download or capture videos from YouTube, you'll find that information there. I just sent you a screenshot information from Flathead Community Watch. Oh, okay. Oh, Justified 2A, APMP. Hello, Justified. Just reading some of the chat here. Judging by all the comments with Southside's name in there, he's y'all like him as much as I do. You know, I think it's about time for me to go get some breakfast. I'm gonna try to get back on tonight. If like I said, for those that y'all just got here, I got something I want to try to do tonight. I don't know if I can put it together, but if I do, you know, I'll be out there tonight. And PMP, let's barbecue. Barbecue. You can find barbecue around here easily. Love barbecue. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. Let me call it a morning. I think this test went well. I want to thank everybody for stopping by. I really was surprised how many people showed up. I didn't expect that many after everybody being up so late last night. So we'll see y'all later.